Charlotte and I would like to welcome you and our guest speaker.
Hi, I'm Jamie Rubeck, the Marketing Director with the Tivoli. I'm going to be reading the book called The Three Cups. The story is by Tony Townsley, and it's written by Mark St. Germain. And this book is for all families. On my 5th birthday, my parents gave me a wonderful present. They promised me it would take me on many adventures. These 3 cups are from my cupboard, I said. Is this my present? There's more, my mother explained. Look inside the envelope. We think it's time you started getting a weekly allowance, my father told me. And every year it will grow bigger and bigger, just like you will. Every week we'll help you divide your allowance among the 3 cups, Mother said. 1 cup is for savings, 1 cup is for spending, and 1 cup is for giving. After we discussed how to divide the money and put it into the cups, we put them into my room. But what about the adventures, I said. Oh, they'll come, my father promised. Every Saturday, week after week, I got excited when it was time to put my allowance into the 3 cups. Every Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, I forgot about that money. One day, my mother said, it looks like your cups are filling up. Let's see how much is in there. She helped me count, and I was so surprised to see how much that was in there, especially in my savings cup. I have no idea, Mother said. Let's take a trip down to the bank. You're rich, said my sister. I think I want to keep saving my allowance in the cups, I told my mother. Oh, well, you can do that, she said, but let's ask Mr. Duncan at the bank how much we can save just by keeping your money there. Mr. Duncan was the president of the bank, and he told me that he could keep my money safe and make it grow. I asked him how, so he said, well, I can put the money in the bank, and that will be called a deposit. And it will be placed in my very own savings account, which would hold my money just like my savings cup did. But best of all, Mr. Duncan said that the bank would pay me to keep my money there. The money the bank pays is called interest, he explained. He explained to me how it all works. Interest sounded interesting to me. After I deposited the money from my savings cup, Mr. Duncan gave me a sucker. I asked for one for my sister, too. Is this the adventure? I asked my mother. Oh, no, she said, this is just the beginning. Do you know how much money you have in your savings cup? After we got home from the bank, I counted the money in my spending cup. I wanted to buy a new baseball glove, but I knew I hadn't saved enough. Do you really want that glove, Mother said? I do, I told her, and Mother said, if you just keep saving your money for a little while, you'll have enough to buy it. You could buy a doll instead, my sister said. So I waited a week or so, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and by then I had more than enough money to buy my own baseball glove. So I waited for 1 week, and after that I had enough money for my glove and a gift for my sister. This is such an adventure, I told my mother and father. And my father said, oh, it's not over yet. What about your giving cup? I was supposed to use my giving cup to help others. But there were so many children who needed help, and my giving cup was so small. I went to my parents and asked them what I could do. Oh, there are 100 things that you could do, Mother told me. Then I remembered that at my school they were collecting food for needy families. And I asked my mother if I could go to the grocery store with her with the money from my giving cup. And I bought 8 cans of soup that I could share. When I brought them to my teacher, Miss Phillips, she asked me if I would like to help her to deliver the food that we had collected. The families we helped with were so happy to receive their gifts. Helping them made me feel happy too. That night, my father asked which cup was my favorite. I had to say my spending cup. I said, no, it would be my savings cup. But you know, that giving cup made me feel so good too. Saving, spending, giving, Father told me, doing all 3 things as you keep growing up. Now that's the adventure. The weeks went by. Every week I divided my allowance into 3 cups, and the years went by. Every week my allowance grew. And when I got my first job, mowing my neighbor's yard, I also put that money into my 3 cups. By the time I went into high school, I had bought many things from the money from my spending cup, and with the money from my giving cup, I had given to my church and to other organizations, and I helped many people. And when I graduated from high school, I used the money from my savings account at the bank to help pay for college. I packed my 3 cups to take with me. There they are. Today my own son turned 5 years old. Happy birthday, I said. Are you ready for an adventure? Do you boys and girls think what he got might have been those 3 cups? I hope you enjoyed the book.
We would like to thank you for sharing Charlotte's Reading Adventure Time with us, and thank Jane for sharing her book, 3 Cups. If you have a book, send us a picture of you reading your book and post it to our Facebook page so that we can put that on our big screen once we reopen. Thank you again, and stay tuned for Charlotte's next reading adventure.